Boutique is a catalog of ready-to-use models organized into collections, each containing different jewelry designs ready to use. Within these collections, we can find rings, earrings, pendants, and many other styles, all fully editable and adaptable to each customer's preference. This allows us to explore multiple design options directly within RhinoArtisan. Each model can be previewed in different metals, allowing us to visualize variations before applying them. All models can be added to the workspace with a single click. It is immediately placed in our working area. Let's edit one of the models. To do this, we open Boutique and select a collection. For example, Vintage. For this model, I want a yellow metal. We choose one of the models and click to add it to our workspace. Now that the model is loaded, we can change the center stone and see how the design automatically adapts to its new shape. Another important feature of Boutique is the ability to create custom collections. To do this, we simply create a folder containing our 3DM files, along with reference images for each model. Once everything is ready, we return to RhinoArtisan and open the Boutique panel. For each model, we can edit its information, such as the name, description, SKU, and price. Then, we save the information. If we want preview images to appear in Boutique, we can save both the model and its image using the exact same file name. That way, the previews will appear automatically when the models are uploaded. When we have all elements prepared, the cover image, collection folder, and the models with their images, we return to RhinoArtisan and use the Create in Boutique button to generate the new collection. Add a name and a description for the collection. Both will be displayed inside Boutique. The collection is automatically created and added to the Boutique panel. Let's check it. Enter Boutique, scroll down, and see our new collection ready to use. With just one click, we can add any of our models to the viewport, continue working on them, or present them directly to the client. Just like Boutique, the Components module is also organized into collections, but this time, they contain individual elements we can use to build our own models. We open Components, where we can see the different collections available: settings, shanks, findings, accessories, and more. Everything we need to create and customize jewelry models directly with the client. Let's explore some of these collections. When opening one, we can change the gemstones and preview the model in real time. We can also change the metal instantly. Each collection is editable and contains multiple models of different types. But Components is not limited to settings and shanks. We can also find findings to complete our models, such as bails, hearts, and many other decorative elements. Now, let's build our own design. We'll go to the Clusters collection and select a cluster setting in yellow gold. Our client wants to create a pendant, so we return to Components, open the Bails collection, and choose the one they like best. Since the client prefers yellow gold, we select it and simply click on the chosen bail. The pendant is now ready. But the client also wants matching earrings. To create them, we add the same cluster setting again, then return to Components and open the Findings collection. This time, we'll choose an Omega clasp. We change the metal to yellow gold to match the pendant and select Omega Clasp Small. Now we have the complete set, but we still need the pair. To finish, we go to Rendering and create the pair. And that's it. We now have a full matching jewelry set ready for the client. One of the most important features of RhinoArtisan is that it is fully parametric. To better understand this concept, we'll start by creating a round gemstone of 1/2 carat. We'll add a basket setting to it. Each command in RhinoArtisan includes its own editable library of models. We can modify any of them and customize the design to our preference. There are countless parameters available to adjust. Once the basket is created, we can edit the shape of the gemstone, and it automatically adapts to the new form. But it doesn't stop there. Let's switch back to a round shape and also increase its size. The basket instantly adjusts to both the new shape and dimensions. Now let's look at a more complex example, a cluster setting. Before editing it, we'll also create a cathedral shank to complete our model. To do this, we go to the Shanks tab and click on the Cathedral command. With the full ring assembled, we can continue editing it as we like. We'll change the center stone to an oval shape, and the cluster automatically adjusts to match the new form. The shank is also editable. We can modify its parameters directly in the command panel or by using the gumballs, seeing all changes in real time. Once the design is ready, we can adjust the ring size, for example, changing it to a US size 10. The entire model automatically adapts to the new size. Another useful option is the ability to switch to manufacturing mode. This mode prepares the model for production by extending the prongs for the jeweler. At any moment, we can switch back to rendering mode and continue editing the model. The Breakdown Details panel, located under the Files tab, allows the user to view all cost-related data of the current model, including the metal and gemstone prices, process costs, and other detailed parameters. To generate this breakdown, we first go to the Manufacturing tab and open Breakdown Settings. Here, we fill in all the necessary fields, such as general information, market prices, and other production data. The provided link gives access to the latest metal prices from the LBMA market, ensuring accurate, up-to-date cost references. Next, we enter details related to gemstones, printing, casting, finishing and polishing, additional processes, stone settings, and timing. Once all the information has been filled in, we return to the Files tab and click on the Breakdown Details panel. We press Create, and RhinoArtisan automatically generates all pricing data and the total cost of the piece based on the information entered in Breakdown Settings. This includes the total price, the cost of metals and gemstones, and all processes that have been added. We can then open the Report panel to enter additional information related to the model or client. Using the More button, we can add extra fields if needed. After that, we can choose from the preset templates provided by RhinoArtisan, or create our own custom templates, and simply click Create. RhinoArtisan then generates a complete report with all model information. As mentioned, each template is fully editable, allowing you to adapt it to the needs of each client. This is the Render and Animation panel. Here we can find all the resources needed to create rendered images and animated videos from our designs. In this example, we'll start with a finished piece composed of 2 rings. We switch the display mode to Ray Traced, and we can see that the model currently has no materials applied. To apply a material, we simply drag and drop it onto the object. Next, we move to the Gem Materials tab and apply the diamond material to the gemstones. We then change the ground material by clicking on one of the options in the Ground tab. To adjust the lighting and reflections, we double-click on an environment to apply it to the scene. Finally, we open the Render Settings tab. We set the resolution, confirm the quality settings, and click Render. The render begins to compute, and once completed, we can see the final image, with all materials, lighting, and reflections accurately displayed.